I used to hate failure, and I still do hate failure, but you probably have heard of this statement that we all want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And so it is for failure, that we all want to succeed, we all absolutely desire to succeed, but nobody wants to fail. And I can still remember how it was for me when I started my journey as an entrepreneur. I wanted to pick the perfect business so that I'm just going to succeed because I do not want to fail. But guess what? I failed every single time. I cannot count how many times I've failed in my journey. I can't even count them anymore. But what I've come to learn is that without failure, there is no success. So without failure, there is no success, because many times we want to be good. We want something just to happen. And this is also because of how we have been raised, because as a child, everything is forbidden. You are not allowed to fail as a child, which is so sad, because nowadays we have people who do not actually try anything because they are afraid to fail. Because as a child, you're not allowed to try anything new. Every time you make a mistake, you get punished. Look at school. They reward you for not making a mistake. So that's why so many people don't try anything anymore in their life, because we have been so programmed, so conditioned to avoid failure, because failure is bad. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to mock you. People are going to think you're crazy, that you're insane, that you're not good enough. But all of that is not true. But that's how we have been programmed and conditioned. So that's why today we avoid failure at all costs. But here's the thing. In order for you to actually succeed in life, it doesn't matter where. Either to make money, or to build great relationships, or to build a great family, you are going to make mistakes, and a lot of them. And here you're going to have to develop experience in anything. Anything that you're doing, you're going to have to need experience. But how do you get experience? You get experience by actually learning from your failures. So that means if you are not failing, you are not building experience. Because sometimes people say, oh, I've been doing this job for 20 years or 30 years or whatever. I have a lot of experiences. That's not true. That is not true at all. It's not because you have been doing something for 20 plus years that you have experience doing that thing. Because if you have been doing the same thing, then you have experience just doing that only one thing. But if you have not been evolving, growing, then your experience is so limited. It's just related to that one thing. So the amount of years that you spend doing something does not give you experience unless you're actually constantly learning new things. And when you're learning new things, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to be uncomfortable, but that's how you learn. And that's also how you grow and gain experience. So if you are not open to that, to failure, we are not going to move forward in our lives. So that's why for me, I've embraced that word failure, because for me, it just means do it again. Because if I don't know how to build a house, obviously I'm not going to succeed the first time I do it. I'm going to need to learn how to do it. And the only and best way to learn something is by doing it. Meaning I'm going to encounter some failures along the journey. But that's the best way of learning, because when I go through those failures and I practice my skills, then I'm ready to actually get things done. But if I didn't go through those failures, I wouldn't be successful. That's why it's so important to embrace failure, because another thing that failure does is to show you your limitation. Because if you know how to do something, you wouldn't fail at it. So failing something only shows you that, oh, I don't know this yet, but can I learn? Yes. If you still have your natural learning ability open, you are going to be able to learn new things. But if you don't have your natural learning ability open, then that's probably why you're not learning, and that's probably why you're just failing. Because if you don't learn from your failures, then you definitely need to look at it, because getting experience, actually succeeding, is to learning from the failures. So this is something that has helped me a lot to actually understand that, oh, okay, every time that I fail at something, it only means that I don't know it yet. I'm still learning, and as long as I keep learning, I'm going to improve it, and I'm going to get better at it. And the better I get on doing something, the more result I see and get in my life. This is about it, about why failure is necessary for me or for you to succeed. Because like I said, failure shows you what you don't know and where you need to improve. And every time that you improve, your life improves and your community also improve. So that's what it is for this one. Share it. If you haven't subscribed, do it, and talk to you another time. Bye bye.